go back and be with God? I love this question, it's such a special one, and I don't want to go into the conversation around you're always with God, because I understand the question. And in answer to that question, I would say yes. And the reason I would say yes is because I have witnessed this in a lot of my regression sessions. And a couple come to mind in particular. I worked with a client a couple of years ago, and we explored what felt to be a sped up version of soul evolution. And as part of that experience, she actually went back to the point at which she became a fractured part of source energy, this spinning bright white light, which was amazing. I've also worked with a gentleman who was in his early 90s, and he came to see me because he felt as though over the years he had disconnected from God, or God had disconnected from him. And in his regression, a really beautiful thing happened, and Christ consciousness energy flooded through this particular man, and a dialogue came when the voice of this man changed entirely, and really, really deep insight came through, which was Christ consciousness, and gave my client all the answers that he'd been looking for. The main answer was the fact that he had never disconnected from this energy, from part of source. And I remember he was just crying and crying, and I've seen him a couple of times since his session, and he said it's changed his life. So I have witnessed that moment when people have gone back and they've been within Christ consciousness energy, whether that's at the beginning of a soul evolution or at different points throughout. I don't think it really matters, but what I do recognize is that the energy that comes through is always exactly the same, just full of love, and it's really special.